Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to the channel today. It's good to have you. Welcome back to all of our subscribers. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us for the very first time, welcome to you as well. Please consider subscribing, hitting the like button, consider becoming a member. And to learn more about me and my company and numerous ways you can grow and develop your company, whether it be through promotions, whether it be through billing companies, financing that you might need, streaming services, online courses, you name it, you can check it out in the links below. So with that said, our topic for you today is 6 ways to motivate your gym sales team. 6 ways to motivate your gym sales team. So, this is the thing, right? If we're not feeling good about ourselves, it's going to be hard to convince somebody else to probably want to get started with us. So, let me talk about a couple things here, okay? Number one, the job description that I give here, okay? What is our job description? We're going to talk about how to motivate our gym sales team, but what is our job description? We want to create an atmosphere that allows a motivated person to act. That's it. We want to create an atmosphere that allows a motivated person to act. That's what we're trying to do. So let's look at 6 things we can do to motivate our folks, get them going, okay? And let me kind of give you the opposite of that too real quick. Is a lot of times when you see salespeople that struggle, there's 2 things that usually are right there at its core. Their self-esteem is suffering. It's how they feel about themselves, or they've lost sight of their goals. Those are 2 things you can almost always count on, or right there at the top if sales aren't hitting where you want. And if you're a salesperson and you're struggling yourself, look at those 2 things. How do you feel about yourself? Are you confident? What's the old Dale Carnegie thing? Fake it till you make it. Okay, I may have made 10 sales in a row and I feel confident and good. I may have missed 10 sales. Let's don't act that way. Let's act like we just made 10. I realize not always the easiest thing, but fake it till you make it. But 2 things, self-esteem suffering, and we lost sight of our goals. So 6 ways to motivate your gym sales team. So number 1, set goals. Set goals. It's always interesting when I talk to gym owners and salespeople. They're not happy with their sales. They're not happy with their production. They're not happy with the money they're making. Okay, fine. Hey, what's the goal? Well, we don't really have a set goal. We just know we need more sales. See, that's not going to work. You need a very specific, defined goal. Because what you want to learn to do, no matter what level you're at in the company, you want to learn to manage based on these objectives. Okay? And so maybe your gym, you want to do 100 sales in a month for your gym. And maybe it's middle of the month and you're looking at your projections and it's only 75. Well, let's make some decisions. If we keep going too much longer, we're never going to hit our goal. And I don't want that to be an option, not hitting it. We're going to hit it. And so maybe we do a little 3-day closeout in there, okay? But you have defined specific goals. I'm going to do 50 sales. I'm going to make 100 outbound calls per day. I'm going to collect 10 new leads per day. I'm going to average 3 point-of-sale referrals for each person I sign up. I'm going to have at least 8 brand new first-time appointments on the books every single day. Those are the kind of things you should be doing. Maybe not those same numbers, but those are the kind of things you should be doing every day. Most people aren't doing really any of that, and we're just kind of waiting for it to come in. We're reactionary. I hope the phone rings, hope people come in, hope the advertising works. Let's don't put our success into that. Let's put our success into us, okay? But set goals. Firm, specific goals, and then commit to them. Don't make them optional. Commit to them. Number 2, focus on purpose. Focus on purpose. We do this with our customer, or at least I hope we do. Okay, customer comes in, they say they want to lose 20 or 30 pounds. Great. Mary, tell me, why is that important to you? Mary, tell me, how's that going to change your life if you're able to do that? You'll find out what that purpose is pretty quick. You'll find out why that's important. You've got this job, you own this business. Okay, great. Why is this important to you? Well, I want to run multiple clubs one day. I want to have a chain. I want to turn this into a franchise. I want to break every sales record. Whatever it is. I want to buy school supplies for my kids. I want to take my family to Disney twice a year. Why is it important? What's your purpose? What's your purpose? More than just being there and making money. Okay, because really we want to manage this way. You know, if I know kind of why this is important to you and what little things are going on in your life that have value, I'm going to manage toward that. Number 3, build trust. Okay, 6 ways to motivate your gym sales team. Build trust. You know, your team has to know they can count on you. They have to know you've got their back. Okay, be direct with them. You know, be transparent. We're not trying to hide anything. Okay, your staff needs to know they can trust you. They can go to you. You've got their back. You know, they can't see you as an adversary. Doesn't mean there's not accountability. Doesn't mean there's lines that can't be crossed. None of that kind of thing. But that trust has to be there. You'll be amazed at how quick things will change when staff understands that, oh, I can trust them. Okay. Number 4, get other people involved. What I mean here is involve everybody. You know, it's a great way to show confidence. It's a great way to show belief. It's a great way to develop people. It's a great way to learn, great way to get better. So maybe you're interviewing somebody. Have 2 or 3 people on staff also interview them. I'd love to hear what they think. Okay, you know, other staff in terms of sales promotions that you're doing, marketing that you're doing, different things that you're doing. Get them involved. What do you think? What's your opinion? What would you do in this circumstance? You know, what's interesting is, you know, when I get involved in, say, club turnarounds, you know, one of the first things that I'll typically do is I'll send over a get acquainted worksheet. And this get acquainted worksheet, it goes to usually all full-time people, key people, could be key part-time people as well. And I ask a host of questions, and then what I do is I follow up and I'll do an interview with them, either in person or via the phone. And I'm asking them all these questions, and one of the common things they say, well, Jim, I've never really thought about that. No one's ever asked me that before. You know, I'll ask them, well, what would you do if you were the owner? What would you do if you could be in charge for a day? I want to hear their thoughts and opinions. I want to get them involved because they might have an answer that we can use. Good chance they do, actually. But they'll say, well, Jim, no one's ever asked me that before. So get other people involved. Number 5, create a culture of recognition. Create a culture of recognition. Catch people doing something right, promote it, and talk about it. You know, a lot of you guys have heard me talk that, you know, every time someone made a sale with one of my companies at whatever level I was at, thank you. I shake their hand. Congratulations. You know, a culture of recognition. You know, do an employee profile. Put it out there on social media, Facebook and Instagram. Hey, introducing, you know, Mary Smith, you know, fitness counselor here at Excel Gym, and, you know, favorite movie, favorite food, you know, married or single, favorite activities, you know, whatever it is. Okay, all these things about this person. Do press releases on them. Do videos with them. It's a great way to really motivate and build up folks that we find. This is also a great recruiting tool because this also, you start to sell a brand, you start to sell a culture of what your employees experience. This can be a great way to recruit more people and get more top flight people to come in. And then number 6 on my list of 6 ways to motivate your gym sales team, get creative. Get creative. And so one of the things that I always like to do, every month I like to have contests and events and different ways they can do things. And, you know, whoever gets the most sales, the most cash, the most dues, the most referrals, we're doing something all the time. Now, it has to be a little bit of a push, not over the top, but a little bit of a push to reach it so it warrants, you know, spending, you know, additional money. But in terms of being creative, you know, I can tell you one of the things that we did one time. We used to have I called it an all-city meeting. You know, when we had all of our clubs, is that when the clubs closed at the end of the month, that night at the club that produced the most business, everyone would get together and we'd have a meeting. It was my meeting, and essentially what it was, whether we did good, bad, or indifferent, hopefully we did good, it's a celebration of the month. It's a recognition. It's not a grind session. It's not a training class. It's not getting on anybody. There's no negativity. And so it'd be me. I'm handing out awards. You know, top salesperson for the month. You know, top person on referrals. You know, top whatever it was. Okay, all the key performance things. And then we might throw in there top rookie and a few other things. And I remember one time I decided to get creative with it, and what we did is we went and got some red carpet. We had some red carpet rolling out front. We had the lights up in the sky going, And when people came in, you know, it was kind of the usual setting, only this time we had the microphone up there, and I'm talking about, hey, Mary Smith was, you know, top in sales this month, and here's what she's did. She's done it month after month. And Mary, come on up. I'd hand her her plaque, and I'd turn the microphone over to her. And this is something we had not done before. I mean, she got up, and it's like the Academy Awards. I mean, she's thanking people. She's thanking her parents and her friends and her roommate and spouse or whoever, thanking, oh, Jim, thanks for training me, and their manager, thank you for not firing me when I was really bad. And many times they get very emotional. Okay, and so we had everybody do that, and it was always amazing after we did those kind of sessions how business just picked up. Okay, because they're kind of walking on a cloud a little bit after things like that. So think about, you know, getting creative. You can hand out certificates. You know, we had a club one time. They wanted me to help them prepare a form. They wanted to write people up. They wanted to catch them doing something wrong and write them up. And what we ended up settling on is, yeah, we'll help you with a form, we'll help you write them up, but we're going to catch them doing something right. And so now all of a sudden, instead of staff walking around on eggshells worrying that they're going to get caught doing something wrong, they're like, how right, you know, and we catch them doing something right. Hey, I saw how you handled the customer at the front desk. Great job. Here's what I really liked about it. There you go. It worked fantastic. Okay, so 6 ways to motivate your gym sales team. If you're in management, you're in sales, you know, take a look at these things. Are some of these things that we can implement? Because let's don't make it about them. You know, if you want to change somebody else, let's first change ourselves. This is a great place to start. Folks, my name is Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management and Consulting. And to learn more about my company and a host of ways that you can take your business to that next level, check out the links below for a lot of ways that you can get things implemented right away, and many of them at no cost. All right. And for you folks that have not yet subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and we'll see you all in that next video.